Mhm.
Hello, everybody. My name is Michaela Davis. I'm a senior psychology major with a minor in human development and family services, coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. And we are Group 7, and we'll be focusing on STDs.
Hey y'all, my name is Serena Thompson. I'm a psychology major. I'm from Chicago and we'll be doing our presentation on STDs.
Greetings. My name is Jeremy Lott, hailing all the way from Chicago, Illinois. I am a senior sociology major, and yeah,
Good morning. My name is LaShantis Harris. I am a junior psychology major, minor in human development and family studies, and I am from Camp Hill, Alabama.
you can show them the slides. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about STDs and STIs. So what is an STD or STI? A sexually transmitted disease is an infection transmitted through sexual contact caused by bacteria, parasites, or viruses. While STDs can caused by parasites can be cured or bacteria can be cured, those caused by viruses are a little more life threatening and lifelong and not treated improperly. The top five most common STDs in the US are chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, HPV, and herpes in that order. Genital herpes. Why are STD rates increasing despite medical advancements? There are many factors that could contribute to the rise of STD rates, some being the lack of awareness, like people aren't learning about or educating themselves on specific STIs, and also the stigma behind it, because people believe that only certain groups are susceptible to the virus and they are not. Also, the decline in condom usage, because nowadays people don't like to wear condoms anymore. Also, the rapid growth of online dating and hookup culture is readily contributing to the rise in STI rates. Testing practices is also a very important step because people aren't taking the appropriate steps to get tested or aren't getting tested as usual, as regularly as they should, as well as the disclosure of status because people aren't telling their partners what's going on with their health.
So now I will be in, oh, so now I'll be answering the question of how peer pressure impedes practicing safer sex. So, peer pressure can play a big role in the choices people make about sex, especially when it comes to practicing safer sex. First, there's the desire to fit in. Some people may feel pressured to have sex just to gain acceptance or avoid embarrassment, even if they are not ready. Next is minimize risk. Come into play. Friends or partners might downplay the importance of using condoms or other protection, making safer sex seem unnecessary. There's also the fear of rejection. People might avoid bringing up protection because they're afraid it'll make them seem uncool or lose the interest of someone they like. All of this impacts decision making. When someone feels pressured, they might ignore their values or make choices they later regret. But the good news is there's a solution. Building self confidence and surrounding ourselves with friends who support healthy decisions can help us stand strong against negative peer influence.
How can colleges improve? Well, for one, they could have more support groups, which will potentially increase the student chances in their sexual health without being shamed. Two, peer education programs. So they will be able to train students to be able to lead discussions away from adults. Three, normalize testing. So basically, campaigning as if it was flu season. And as much as we see campaigns about making sure we get the proper shots, we could normalize doing proper testing for STDs. And lastly, having visible access to protection. So making condoms more known on campus and knowing the um, different resources that the health center on the campus may provide.
Are STDs viewed differently in various communities? Yes, they are. Due to different cultural, religious, socioeconomic, or educational factors, people view them differently. So, in more conservative and religious communities, STDs may be stigmatized heavily, being grouped with moral failure or immortality. Communities with more access to sexual health education usually have more open attitudes towards STDs. They often see them as medical issues instead of just moral issues. Where versus in the black community, we see it as moral issues and from being irresponsible. Some people who cannot afford constant doctor visits or treatments often tend to be checked less or treated less. Race also plays a huge part as well. Systematic racism, healthcare inequality, and targeted public health communication can influence the way STDs are perceived in various racial and ethnic communities. So, for example, the when you might go to the doctor to get certain things checked out, certain doctors they often dismiss, especially with black women, they dismiss the things that they're complaining about or just treat them like they're kind of nothing so they don't get the actual help that they need, which causes them to get sick or, find out certain things when it's too late or not find out at all. Thank you.